What's going on, guys? SconzE here, back with Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2. And for today's video, we are going to be talking about Gundam quirks because the series has ended. It has finally come to an end. So, if you don't want to hear spoilers about it and stuff, I mean, I think I'm going to title this video The End of Gundam Quirks. So, if you're clicking on it, you probably don't care much about spoilers. But if you do, I'm going to be going into some details. So, just a word of caution. But yeah, so Gundam Quirks is now over. It was only 12 episodes. And honestly, that was the biggest problem with the show. Also, you know what? Actually, before we dive into more info, let me talk about some of the stuff that's going on with Gundam right now. They have limited time missions. You can get a level 3 and 4 Char's Gelgoog. They had the level 1 and 2 in past events. I originally got the level 1 through the pack when it first came out. There was like a $30 pack. And then they started making missions for him. And then you can get Char's helmet and his mask that he wears as well. So, wait a second. I just realized something. Okay, what is... Because it's only the beam weapons. Does it have a separate... No, it's just the regular Gelgoog beam rifle. Do I have the level 3 and 4? I don't have the 4, but I do have the 3. Okay, that's good to know. And I have the 5. Yeah, that's not going to do much. But alright, so yeah, that's what's going on. So there's an event for you. And there was free drop. It's just a single drop. But I think I got like a level 3 Red Rider from it.
I handle pilot sorties
So
for the whole
get your
team.
free drops.
Making
Also,
preparations for sortie.
special battle. We'll do this. So it's the map, but mirrored. And you would think like,
Right,
oh,
be
so is it
careful
just
out there.
like, you know, what's the
those
difference of
preparations
you just
ready.
like spawning on a different side? Like that's what I thought at first. I was like, oh, like mirrored. Like, is it just like flip flopped? And it is just flip flopped, but like not. It looks different. You'll see as the match goes on. You'll be like, oh wow, this actually does it. It's like it feels different and the same at the same time. It's like you know the lay of the land, but you feel like you're in a different place. So it's cool. I actually I like it a lot. Okay, so back to Gundam quirks. The 12 episodes is its biggest problem because there's so much that happens in the show, and it's not like a bad thing, but there's so much that goes on that it needs to be drawn out. Stuff just happens too quickly, and I feel like this show is much easier to watch as someone who's watched the original Gundam and stuff, because if you haven't, you can still watch the show and
Everyone's ready to
enjoy
go.
it.
It's your last chance to get ready.
But you're gonna kind of be like, you're gonna have to do a little research, a little bit of digging, because you have your new characters, which is like, you know, the main show's focus. You have Machu and Yan and Shuji and all of them. And so it's like, oh, cool, like these are the characters of the show and whatever. But then there's so many characters because it's the 1 year war, but a different timeline from the original Gundam. So you have all these characters that get thrown in that are characters from the original. So it's like if you don't know them, you're going to kind of be like, oh, who are these guys? What's up with that?
Moving over
At
to the
certain
battlefield.
points. And then, like I said, there's going to be spoilers. So towards the end of the show, we find out worlds are colliding. They're looking for this thing called the Rose of Sharon, which turns out
Deck is
to
open.
just be
Mobile suit team, move
Lala.
out.
Lala created whole other worlds to keep Char alive, because in this world, Char dies from the Gundam, which she will anyway, kind of, in Char's counterattack. I mean, causes it. Anyway, in this one, Char dies instead of
Mission
Lala,
start.
and so Lala tries to keep him alive, and she creates all these worlds, which is one of the worlds is the one that the show focuses on. And we kind of get teased a little bit, kind of get baited, and I was very disappointed at this part, but it makes sense why they didn't do it. But like, so you have Char in the show, and they do a whole thing where it's like, oh, like Char's in his OG costume now because, well, it's not a costume, it's a military uniform, but Char's in his OG outfit, because Lala did something, and it's like, that's how she saw him in her world. So yeah. And then you think like, oh wow, we got the Red Comet back in action and stuff. And then towards the end of like the 11th episode, you see the Gundam. It ends where you see the Gundam coming through a portal. It's like something's coming through from the other world, and it's like, oh shit! It's like that's the fucking Gundam. Is it like Amuro? Oh, what the hell? Yo, friendly fire. Yo, chill, dude. But it's like, okay, like that's got to be Amuro, right? We're gonna get Amuro versus Char, and then it winds up just being Shuji in the Gundam, and it's like, I was so disappointed because I really thought, it's like, because you just don't have Amuro in the entire show. You have every single character except Amuro. And it's like, I get it, because if you put in Amuro, then the end of the show just becomes the Char and Amuro show, and then all the other characters who exist in the show just mean like nothing. Because it's like, oh, what's the point of any of them doing anything? Oh, that was on us? Oh, I was so focused on the other one. Oh. Oh. Can I hit this? No.
I'm reading significant damage. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Yeah. There we go. Uh-oh, but someone's behind. Oh, I hit him though. And I have no thing.
Your mobile suit is toast. Eject if you can.
Oh, wait. Let me just... Yes! Alright, I got him. I got him at least. Allies, if I die, it's okay. Oh, I barely survived. This thing's gonna fucking go in like a second. Honestly, I'm just gonna abandon it. I'm gonna capture this. I'm gonna capture this for the team. But so back to what I was saying before. If it was disappointing not having Amuro, but he does have like one line. You see a line where Amuro is like, Shuji hears a voice, and it's Amuro's voice. And I wonder if it is, was it Furyu? I don't know how to say the name right. I'm like forgetting right now. But the original voice actor for Amuro, it sounds exactly like him, but he's retired from that role because of, well, there were things that happened we're not going to get into, but he's retired, and it's a shame. He's one of my all-time favorites, because he's Yamcha, he's Sabo, he's Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. Anyway, aside from the point, it sounds exactly like him, but Amuro says, you hear a line where he's just like, he's like, I can't bear to see Lala die by the Gundam's hand anymore, or something like that. So that was cool. At least we get a line from Amuro. And then, you know, Char is cool as always, because he's Char. But it would be nice to have his original voice actor, who, you know, he stepped down about a year-ish ago, maybe under a year ago. And it's a shame. He's really good. He's also Shanks from One Piece, you know. Just in case curious about other roles he's in. But he's great. Shame about that too. But I'm getting sidetracked talking about the voice actors now. But yeah, if Amuro was in it, it would be the Amuro and Char show. It would just be them fighting and stuff. And then it's like, who even cares about the actual characters the show's supposed to be focused on, you know? So, I understand why Amuro wasn't put in, but it's just, it would have been nice. Another thing, which this was stupid. They put in Giran Zabi, who, you know, if you don't know, Giran Zabi is Cassilia's brother. He was one of Zeon's, you know, military leaders and stuff during the 1 Year War. One of the Zabi family. And the thing with him is that, like, they were hyping him up all show. They kept talking about Giran. You don't see him. Like, he's like, oh, Giran, he hasn't been seen since the blah, blah, blah. And, like, oh, is he gonna do something, whatever. And then they finally bring him into the show, and they kill him off in a couple seconds. That was another huge letdown. Because it's like, you hype this guy up just to kill him in like 2 seconds. And I'm not even exaggerating. He literally walks into the room, breathes air, and it's like, the air is poison, dies. And that's not even an exaggeration, that's literally what happens. And it's like, you could have, like, had him just, like, it's fine to kill him, but, like, have him, like, be around the episode at least a little bit. Like, at least a little bit.
Enemy mobile suit destroyed.
But, yeah. So, yeah, I noticed a lot of people online were also saying about how, oh, the show was too quick and stuff. I think the reason why it was as quick as it was, and I could be wrong about this, but I think they figured, like, oh, you know, this is about the 1 Year War and stuff. It's just like a different version of the 1 Year War, and this has already been done, so we don't want to draw it out. Like, so it's just going to be kind of like a quick thing for the fans and, you know, newcomers who might get interested in, like, the true timeline of Gundam and whatever. So I think that's why it's not long, because 1 Year War's already been done. But it just, there's just so much in the show that needed to be drawn out more. There's just, like, it's too much in one sitting. And not to say it's, like, bad, it's not bad. It just stops it from being, like, almost a perfect show. Because, like, it really is so incredibly charming, the show. The characters, the soundtrack, all, like, the callbacks of, like OG Gundam stuff. Because it is the timeline. Well, it's a different timeline, but it's supposed to be OG Gundam, just in a different setting.
Your mobile suit is toast. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Supporting fire incoming.
Oh, I might die here.
Area. 1 minute remaining. You've got this.
That didn't count?
Long range supporting fire incoming. Your mobile suit
Well, if I hit him.
destroyed.
Well, if I hit him at
All
least.
done. I don't think that's
An
allied unit's been destroyed.
But yeah, I really did enjoy it. Oh yeah, they put the Gundam quirks. I forgot to show it. I don't have the suit, but they just put in the Gundam quirks. And if I'm saying it wrong, like, forgive me, I'm just saying it that in previous episodes when I was talking about the show, I'd be like, Gundam quirks. Like, I don't know how it's pronounced. It's a weird, like, even just looking at it, you're like, well, I don't know how this is supposed to be said. So we're just calling it quirks for the sake of things. But they put the mobile suit in, they put the Gundam quirks in the game, and literally the second I saw it, like, in the game, I literally, in my mind, the fucking theme song was playing where it's like, da 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 da. Like, the show is so charming. It really is. It really is. I think that's the best thing about it. Like, the characters are fun to watch. Oh yeah, okay. One thing about the characters. All the characters are likable. But Nyan goes a little crazy at one point. And at first, when it came to Machu and Nyan, at first I liked Nyan better, and then towards the end I was like, oh, I actually like Machu better. Because Nyan just, like, she just does something that just, like, makes no sense. She just goes, like, crazy for no reason. Like, Shuji freaking, he dies. I don't know, he becomes one with the Force, you know, like how, like, Lala does and stuff. So he joins the new type Force Ghost Realm, you know, whatever it's to be called. And, like, Nyan is just like, I'm joining Zeon now, and I'm going to eradicate people. Like, she literally uses a weapon that just, like, takes out a whole fucking, like, probably, like, hundreds to possibly thousands of, like people and stuff. They're soldiers, but, like, still, like, Imachu was like, how could you fire a weapon like that? And it's true, it's like, Nyan just, like, gets all, like, weird. Like, she always was, like, you know, like, kind of weird, like, but not in, like, weird in a not weird way. It was just, like, she was just a loner, you know, she's, like, shy, a little quirky, like, whatever. But then she just becomes, like, actually weird, where now she's doing, like, shit that's, like, it's probably not a good idea. I wouldn't be doing those things, and I don't know, but then at the end, there's, like, all this build-up between her and Machu, because they're friends, and then, like, they fight, whatever, and stuff, and there's, like, all this build-up where Nyan's, like, oh, like, I see things a different way now, and I'm all sad and crazy, so I'm just gonna be, like, evil for a quick second, and then Machu's just like, no, let's be friends, and I kid you not, that's literally how it goes. Machu's just like, let's stop fighting and be friends again, and then Nyan's just like, okay, and that's it. So it was just like, it was just all for nothing, like, which in part of me is glad that you didn't have to go through, like, bullshit to get her back to, like, the good side. and it was as simple as just like, hey, let's just like chill for a second. She was like, you know what, you're right. But it was just like that. It was as quick as that.
Making preparations for sortie.
I'm gonna do another one of these just because it's part of the missions. But we'll use a different suit. What is a good 350 suit I could do? What is? I have no idea. What the heck is that? Should I do the Zegok? Nah, because it's not a. If we were in like a water map, I'd be like, hell yeah, use this thing, the gun tank too. I don't understand how this is the gun tank and this is the gun tank too. What is this even from? MSV? Like, it just looks like so outdated compared to the first gun tank. It's weird. It looks like those Xeon tanks almost. Should I do? What can we do here? Because I'm like, I don't want to just sit in the lobby as I continue talking about the show. I was like, I'll change up to something. Actually, you know what? Nah, it's okay. I could do that mission another time. You already seen the map. Well, we'll change up the scenery. Let's do.
Come back in one piece.
Let's do rated match.
Get those preparations ready.
And we'll go in Char's Gelgoog. Oh, that was one thing. All right, so this got me hype. They reanimated the scene of Amuro and Char and the Gelgoog versus Gundam with, you know, Lala and the Elmith. Sayla shows up and absolutely ruins everything. But I mean, I guess it's okay because Amuro doesn't die as a result. But they reanimated that scene, and so it was so nice seeing that fight in like modern animation and stuff. And I'm a fan of old animation too. Like, I like watching the old stuff. That's one thing I've talked about in the past on this channel, in Gundam series and other things as well. I think I mentioned new anime fans are just like, they miss out on so much good stuff. And they have, like, in all honesty, new anime fans have such bad taste because they only watch current stuff. They will not watch anything old. Like, sometimes they'll watch some earlier 2000 stuff. So, okay, I watched Bleach. Oh, I watched Fairy Tail. And it's like, yeah, those are absolutely great shows. But it's like, you're not getting the pass just because you watch, like, those. Like, they're not, like, old animation. But there are people who won't watch, like, I'm not going to watch Fist of the North Star or the original Gundam series or like this or that because it's like the animation is just, I can't do it. It's so dated. And it's like, it's charming. It's not like it looks bad. It's just of its time. Like, it looks fine for the time period it came out in. Like, it doesn't look bad. It's just retro, you know? But it's like, oh, I can't do it. So new anime fans, I gotta say, have such bad taste in stuff. Majority, at least. Because they just have nothing to compare all these new shows to. Everything is like, oh, Attack on Titan is the greatest thing ever. It's like, I think AOT is complete trash. I know we're supposed to be talking about Gundam quirks, and I'm going to a rant about anime in general. But it is true. The people haven't even watched Yu Yu Hakusho and stuff, and it's like, what? It's like, come on, man. It's like, there's so many great stuff. Like, that they're missing out on. Whatever. Anyway, back to Gundam quirks. What was I say? Oh yeah, they did the animation of that. It was cool. And then in that, you know, flashback scene, you see about like, instead of Lala going in front of Char to block the Gundam's jab, it's actually Char going in front of Lala. And that's what happened there. And that's when Lala freaks out and creates the world. And it turns out that Shuji's actually been chasing her throughout Worlds because Lala's done this over and over again. And Shuji keeps like doing so, like, he keeps like killing her or something to like stop the new world, but like the new worlds keep getting created from her.
Everyone's ready to go. It's your
But
last
no,
chance to get
thank
ready.
goodness it's not that map. I absolutely despise that map. If you watch some of my previous videos, I just hate that one. Hopefully get into another one, and hopefully soon, because like now we're at like 19 minutes. My my talks like is kind of wrapping up with Gundam quirks.
Everyone's ready to go. It's your last chance to get ready.
But like, yeah, so Shuji, he becomes like force spirit thing, whatever, and guides everyone. And then he also, this was dumb, so he's piloting the original Gundam, like I said earlier. and this isn't working, so I'll go into a
Get
500
those
map.
preparations ready.
But so he goes, yeah, he goes into also, I'm like losing my train of thought because I'm like, can this game just like get started already? I'm like, it's like making me lose focus on what I'm saying. But yeah, so when Shuji's in that original Gundam, there gets to a point because it's like Nyan and Machu both fighting him, and it's like weird at first because at first I thought they were trying to kill him, and that's what it seemed like. But I guess he was already dead. But they were literally both willing to throw away everything. They were just going on rampages at one point. Machu luckily got stopped by Chala Bull. Nyan just got what's the word? They kept like instead of getting stopped, Jan was
It's your last chance to get ready.
well, they kept pushing her to keep going with the craziness and stuff. But it's like they were just willing to throw away everything for Shuji, and then all of a sudden they're like, actually, we're gonna fight you now. And so that was like kind of weird too. It's like there's all this. It all goes back to the whole. And I was gonna say this too with the Nyan flipping sides of like, oh, I'm bad guy. Now I'm back to good guy in literally a single sentence. It goes back to the whole like. The show being 12 episodes is just not enough because it makes things happen too fast where it just seems like stupid, kind of. But the fights are great in it. The fights are really cool. Except going back to the Gundam, I'm like going from one thing to another. Apologies. But the Gundam turns giant. Nyan and Machu are fighting Shuji in the Gundam, the original Gundam, the RX-78, and he needs a power up, and instead of like, he could have just like, it doesn't make any sense. Like they could have just like had him transform into like a more modern version of the Gundam, or just like do whatever. Really, I don't know. They could have just done it differently. All that happens is instead of him having like the blue, red, and like yellow color scheme of like the Gundam with the white. The whole Gundam just turns like white and like gray and it turns like red eyes, and on top of that becomes giant. Like it literally just becomes a giant Gundam where like you could fit another mobile suit in like the palm of its hand, and it's like why? Like it just killed the whole fight because it was just like it was stupid. It was like what was the point of that? I don't know. It was what it was. I don't know. Char and Lala, I gotta say this. One thing I did like about the ending is Char, who, after Ace from One Piece is my second favorite anime character of all time. I absolutely love Char. He finally gets a happy ending because Chalia Bull like realizes what Char's gonna do in the future. Like Chalia Bull like turns on Char. And he's just like, I actually not be your friend anymore, and I have to kill you. And Char's like, why? And he's like, because I can tell you're probably going to do the same thing that Cassili's trying to do and just, like, destroy the people on Earth. Because you seem pretty dead inside. And Char's like, no. But it's like, actually, Char, he's right. Because if you've watched Char's counterattack, you know that's exactly what happens. So good on Chalia Bull for noticing that. This guy's like chasing me, maybe we could have a cool 1v1 fight. Come on down! Come on down, let's have a 1v1. No? I'm scared? Okay. Okay. But so then Char, and this is where I say it's a happy ending, is, okay, that literally hit him.
An allied unit's
Strange.
been destroyed.
Allied unit's been destroyed. Maybe I'm not gonna be here, because they're gonna outnumber us. Number 3 is actually just gonna die. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. This is a mess. This is a lost game already. I'm just gonna do my thing until the team regroups. We can still win this. I made comebacks from worse before, but I was like, I'm gonna play it smart. Yeah, see what? Yeah, this is not good. Oh. But oh yeah, so the happy ending for Char is that oh, okay, I didn't know they had a slash like that. The happy ending for Char is he's like, you know what, Chalia Bull, I don't want you to make me kill me anymore, and that's a fucking ditch. Oh, what?
The enemy has captured a beacon. Beacon captured.
Ha! You fell for it, you actual Oh, wait, did he get... Oh, wait, I was in... Yes! Alright, we got them. That was actually one of the sickest things in the game. Can you... I'm like focusing now. But Char's happy ending, if I can collect my thoughts. Oh my gosh, I don't want to die. Oh wait, what am I saying? I'm at higher health than them. Oh, nope. There we go. Char is like, yeah, I don't want to die, Shaliable to you. So I'm gonna live a better life that makes you not want to kill me. So he leaves, he just flies away, and then you see a scene where it's him meeting up with Lala. Like he's like Lala's in some like, I don't know, like desert area or like whatever. And then, oh, that gets them every time. But then, yeah, you see, so like Lala's all happy. She's like, yay! Char's here. And it's technically the first time they're meeting. It's the Lala of, not the other world, but the Lala of... Uh-oh, and I don't have my... I meant to switch to the other thing. Fuck! Alright, I blew that. So yeah, Char and Lala live happily ever after. Excuse me for my, like, jumbled thoughts on this Gundam stuff. Because I'm getting distracted by the game. It's a little hard to play the game and not talk at the same time, but when you're trying to collect thoughts, like, and not just, you know, it's not just popping off the head as clearly as I thought it was going to when I was going to talk about the show. But, yeah, I think, what else about Gundam quirks could I say? I don't know, I feel like that's pretty much it. I mean, I feel like I talked about more stuff that bothered me with the show, but I really did love the show. I did like it a lot. It was very hype. Who shot at me here? Okay, what's happening? Yeah, Gundam quirks, guys. Let me know what you think of it. Did you enjoy it or not? I guess we could focus on the battle here now. If something comes to mind about the show, I do so much, like when I'm playing like other stuff on the channel, even this game too. I do so much better when I don't plan to talk about something, and then I just go into it. I feel like that's how it always is when it comes to like when I'm gaming on YouTube and I want to talk about like a specific topic. Is like if it just like gets brought up like randomly by me, I could like talk about it so much better and like more focused. But then if I'm like trying to talk about it like purposely, like with this, I said to myself, I was like, well, Gundam Quirks is over now, so I'm gonna play Gundam as I do on the channel, and we're gonna talk about Gundam Quirks. We're gonna talk. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Uh-oh. Woohoo! Got him. Oh, not got him. Not got him. Damn. Okay. Well, that happened. Well, I won the first match, so whatever happens with this one happens. Ah, but this one's rated, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, this one I knew from the start. I mean, we got 2 minutes. Can turn around. Maybe I could focus more now that my Gundam Quirks
2 minutes remaining.
Talk is pretty much wrapped up.
An allied unit's been destroyed.
Well, another thing is with it is the end of the show definitely does have a completely different feel than the beginning of the show. Because the beginning of the show is all about like, and you know, it was kind of unexpected too. The beginning of the show is all like, oh, you know, the junker battles, like, and you know, Machu and Nyan liking Shuji, and it's like, haha, girl rivalry, who's gonna get to kiss him first? And actually, wait, that's something that happened. There we go. Like I said, gets him every time. But Machu actually gets the... Why am I, like, my whole team's alive. Where are they? 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies. 4 enemies where I am. If my whole team's alive, what are they doing? Because this was a 6v6, I think.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile
So
suit.
what the fuck is, what is going on? No, it's a 5v5. Wow, that's even worse then. 5v5. And I had 4 enemies in my area and no allies. What is going on? Well, we're at full health. We actually might be able to win this last second. Yeah, Machu and Shuji kissed, and that actually was like, I was like, whoa! It took me by surprise. Oh my gosh. We could do this. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh no, we're gonna lose by like 2 points. No! Oh, if I could capture the thing. Oh, that's so upsetting. We barely lost that. We had a rough start. Everyone died at the beginning. Damn.
Don't let it get you down. We'll do better next time.
Yeah, we'll have to do better next time. The show also left off on a spot where, oh gosh, I went 0-3. How the fuck? Okay, well that's...
Here are this battle's rewards.
That's embarrassing. But the show left off on a spot where it was like open-ended. Or not open-ended, but like Machu and Yan are on Earth and they're just like chilling on the beach and stuff, and they're like, oh, we gotta go find like Shuji or something, even though he's just in Kira world, as they call it. I don't know, the Kira, the new type light world, whatever. So I don't know, or like I don't like, yeah, they left it on a spot where it was like, it was a wrap up of the show, but it was kind of like, oh, I want to see what happens now, you know. And then Sayla, or not Sayla, I don't know why I said Sayla. Actually, wait, no, it is Sayla Mass, because Artesia, like Char Aznable, is actually Casval Daikum, whatever, Daikum. Artesia, Char's sister, she becomes the new leader of Zeon, or like something, because the whole Zabi family's taken out. Char did the same, did the classic bazooka straight to Cassilia. So that was cool. Nice, another nice callback there. But I was like, can you even call these things callbacks? Because it's the same thing, just events happen differently. So I don't know if you could call it callbacks. And I was wondering where Raul was the whole time, and you see him with Artesia, so that was cool. That was cool. But yeah, I think the show left on a spot where they could pick it up again. I don't think they will. I think it's pretty much done. But I wonder, oh, if they did like a Zeta version of it too, like Machu and Yan go into like Zeta, because they did. I mean, you see the head of the Titans. I forget his name. But the head of the Titans, you do see they do with like the goggles. You get to see him at one point in the show. So who knows? Maybe we'll go into that, and we'll get the AUG. We'll get Quattro back. And it'll be like, I was once known as Char Aznable, and everyone's like, gasp, really? But yeah, so Gundam Quirks, I liked it a lot. And there's things that could have been done differently with it. I think that's one of the things is like why I care so much about the stuff that like bothered me with the show, is because I like the show so much and I want to see it. I would have liked to see it do better, you know? Because it was so enjoyable. But overall, like this, even with all the complaints, like it's not bad by all means. It's very good. It's very enjoyable to watch. There's just stuff that could have been changed around. But all right, peace out, guys. We talk about more stuff in the future. I'll collect my thoughts a bit better, so it's not as jumbled as this was. I should have done better with that, but you know, everything was at the, you know, got everything said. Just, you know, it took a bit to get from point A to point B, though, so, you know. But yeah, all right. Peace out, guys. I'll see you in more videos. Bye-bye.